Trackwrestling.com here at Huff Hall in Champaign, Illinois with Isaiah Martinez, two-time Big Ten champion, two-time NCAA champion, up from 157 where you won those two crowns. What's it been like at 165 this year, Imar?
It's been pretty smooth. The transition has been good. I feel a lot better going out to duels, in 1 hour weigh-ins. I'm competing more towards my natural weight, so I feel great out there. And even at tournaments at the Midlands, I felt great, 2-day weigh-in. So it's been pretty smooth this year.
You look at this weight class in the Big Ten, yourself, Logan Massa from Michigan, Isaac Jordan of Wisconsin, and then Vincenzo Joseph, who you just wrestled on Friday night from Penn State. That's 1 through 4 in the country. Yeah. Talk about some of those guys and the battles you've had with them.
Well, they've been good. They're competitors. They're good wrestlers, and so it's the Big Ten. So it's always been a grind every single year, and so this year's no different. This year actually might be a little bit better at my weight class in the Big Ten, but I'm older. I'm more mature. I've been through this 2 times now, so it's another day in the park. I believe I'm a cut above them, and but that's not to say that it's going to be easy. It's always a battle every time we go out there because they're good, they're great, and they're gonna be on that podium most likely. So as long as I stay focused, composed, and I keep working to be great, I believe the results will come.
What impresses you most about? We'll start with Massa.
What impresses me most? He's a gunslinger, so it's good. He'll go out there and try to put up points. He was a little hesitant the last time, so he threw me off a little bit, but he's a gamer. And you wrestled Joseph this past Friday. Your assessment to that match? He's got good heavy hips, and that's probably my biggest takeaway is he's solid defensively, but I'll be looking to open it up the next time. And Jordan, Wisconsin, you said you wrestled him as a true freshman at the Midlands? Yes, I did. I wrestled him as a true freshman. I think Jordan's no secret. I think he's positionally great and a great defensive wrestler. And I still remember our first match when I was a true freshman. I was 19 years old, and I remember going into that match, and I was like the unknown wrestler, and Jordan was starting to. Right after that, he strung together wins against Derek St. John and James Green, so I knew he was good. But I just remember being down for half the match and coming back and winning, getting 2 takedowns in the 3rd period, and doing enough to pull myself into the 3rd place match. So that was a good match. But now the tables have turned a little bit as far as who's number 1, who's I guess higher ranked. But to me, it's no different. I'm excited for the challenge. I look forward to anyone who steps across from me. You won 3 state titles in California. You come here to Illinois. Of course, your resume speaks for itself. What have you learned about being able to step up when the lights are so bright? You are a big match wrestler. I think this is my whole mentality. Guys, sometimes good guys are afraid of those big moments, those big challenges, but I welcome them. To me, that's what makes this sport so great, is understanding that there's these guys that have been preparing their entire life to win a national title or to beat me or whatever it is. They've been working their entire lives, but so have I. And again, it's all about the challenge to me, and that's what gets me up in the morning, understanding that it's going to be a challenging day, it's going to be maybe a challenging match, whatever. It's a challenging career. I gotta get up every morning and be ready to go, and so it's another year, and I'm excited for the challenge. The last time I was here, January 23rd of last year, your only defeat in college. What do you remember most about that day, Isaiah, and what was most valuable in that tough loss? I remember being really dizzy, but I think just being composed. Again, I don't lose very often, and that's not to say, oh, give me the attention like I'm so great I don't ever lose. But it doesn't happen very often, and taking a loss like that in front of my home crowd to a guy who's a fantastic competitor himself and might win a national title this year. He's great. He looks good this year, but not letting that destroy me, because I had like a 60-something match winning streak, and it's almost hard when you get beat to keep your confidence up. But again, I have great people around me who can keep my head on straight and just kept me on the path that I am on now.
And I think now you're in the midst of another winning streak, maybe in the mid-30s.
Yeah.
When you look at the upcoming NCAA championships, you got 2 of them. Obviously, I mean, you're in line. You're the next in line to be a 4-timer. Do you feel the pressure? I mean, there's got to be some pressure there.
No, I don't think I really feel the pressure. I just think about what it's gonna be like if I do get there. How am I gonna feel like all this work that I put in? I imagine, you know, right now I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. Like, you know, you got your Kales, you got your Logan Stieber, and the guys who have won 4 titles, and Kyle Dake, and they're all phenomenal in their own way. And I guess what I think about to keep the pressure off is you know, what kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? Because those guys will never be forgotten in this sport. And I'm almost in love with that idea of branding yourself into this sport, and that's something that also drives me, is trying to be someone who, you know, is going to be in the history books. It's going to be, you know, the Dan Gable, the Cale Sanderson, those, and so that's. I mean, I think that helps with the pressure, is because I have those goals and aspirations to be one of those giants. So I don't know. It's a good balance of thinking in the moment and thinking over the long term.
So you visualize it all the time. I mean, that's something
absolutely.
You're not afraid to say.
Absolutely.
You're not afraid to say, hey, I want to be great. I want to be a 4-timer. I want that.
You know, I think you know, the worst thing that could happen is it doesn't happen, and that's not. But I think holding myself to a higher standard will just bring me closer to that goal.
What are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? I don't know. You know, I would like to say just being able to overcome adversity, no matter what's thrown at me, and accepting the challenge, and just always, I guess, finding a way. That's been me. It's just finding a way.
If your dad was here right now, what would he say to you?
Wow, I don't know. It's been a long time. He would tell me what he's always told me, and something that's always in my mind is, he would say, just stay focused, son. Because again, I would run off and be, I want to win this and this, I want to beat this guy this bad, and I just want to be the best. And he would always just kind of collect me and be like, you could do this, just stay focused, son. And so that's probably what he would tell me, is coming up on the 3rd year, and and just not letting the outside distractions get to me, and just say, you know, just stay focused, son. You know, just tell me good job every single match.
It's always great to catch up, Isaiah. Always so much fun to watch you inside that circle. Thank you so much.
Yep.